Thanks for watching this video. This is one in a number of recordings related to key concepts in HITRUST validated assessments. This recording's on inheritance and the HITRUST assessment. My name is Stephanie Madhok. I'm a director with HITRUST Compliance Services at Accorian. Accorian is a full-services cybersecurity advisory firm. We focus on security strategy and consulting services, compliance services such as assessment readiness and certification for all the frameworks and standards listed below, as well as penetration testing, taking a number of different approaches. Please reach out for any of your cybersecurity consulting needs. Previous video focused on shared responsibility. Once shared responsibility is determined, the next consideration is how service providers can demonstrate compliance with their privacy and security requirements established in service agreements and in the HITRUST assessment. This is generally achieved either through direct testing or audit of the service provider or through reliance upon one or more third-party reports. Inheritance and reliance are simply two different approaches to relying upon a third-party report in lieu of direct testing of a service provider. Inheritance applies if a service provider has achieved HITRUST certification and is part of the HITRUST Inheritance Program. The results of the HITRUST assessment may be inheritable through MyCSF. When applied, the results of the service provider's HITRUST assessment are automatically factored into the assessed entity's assessment. The external assessor does not perform testing of the service provider for the inherited requirement statements. A shared responsibility matrix helps indicate the balance of shared responsibility between one or more service providers and a customer. Generic shared responsibility models for cloud service providers demonstrate how the implemented cloud service model impacts which entity may be responsible for various security control objectives. The model captured above from Microsoft demonstrates a breakdown based on the cloud service model. To help with clarity and inheritance of HITRUST assessments, major cloud service providers have created a shared responsibility matrix reflecting all the requirements included in the scope of their HITRUST assessment, indicating whether those requirements are partially, fully, or not inheritable. For external inheritance, reviewing these matrices and mapping the assessed entity's requirement statements to one or more service providers' requirement statements is the first step in determining whether to inherit from the service provider's HITRUST assessment. Internal inheritance through MyCSF can be utilized when an assessed entity follows a shared services model, for example, and chooses to publish the assessment in MyCSF for internal inheritance. Inheritance requests are made in MyCSF and are described in detail in the MyCSF user guide in Section 8. Inheritance requests should be made in consultation with external assessors. They can be made up to 30 days in advance of a validated assessment and must be approved prior to the submission. Thanks for watching.